Okay, we're here. I'm going to show you how to use Improv Flow Trainer. So when you open it up, you just unzip it and you'll see all these folders and a file here called Improv Trainer. You double click that and that'll open up the program. But we also have folders for sound effects, prompts, music, images, and then also your session log. This is where it saves your stats and your progress. And you'll notice this is a CSV too, so it's really easy to export it and import it to Google Sheets or Excel or whatever if you want using your data to you want to put in a visualizer or something like that. But let's open up the program and check it out. So here we go. So first thing you'll see here is this is super simple. It's not meant to be flashy. It's meant to be useful. So we're going to set up the visuals folder. This is for putting images in there. So if you want to have images to respond to in the background, you can do that. If you want to do image only mode too, you can check that, and it won't pull any words in for the prompts. It'll just show images. We can also load in the music. It comes with some licensed music that you can use. That's safe for streams, but also you can put in your own music, your own beats, whatever you want. So pop that folder in there. There we go. We also have a volume slider for adjusting the playback volume. And then we also have sound effects in a soundboard. So you can put in your own sound effects, but it also comes with a bunch of them. If you want to put in a laugh track or whatever fun noises you want to put in, pop them in there and you can trigger them during your performance. Now I want to show you the categories. So we've got mix, which is, the chaos mode, which basically uses all of these different categories. But then there's also, everything from random words, questions to ask yourself, various puns, locations. If you want to do like mime work, you can do it. There's, massive amount of stuff. We got a total of over 10,000 things, and probably by the time this is uploaded, it'll be more than that. So, and also if you want to make your own, you can. You can put in a new category. Say if you want to delete a category, you can do that. You can add words manually. So you could do, add some words, but we're like, wait a minute, that's not a word I want. You can also delete it. Just click on it and delete it. If you got a big list of them that you don't want to add in manually, or you can just paste them all in here, press process bulk list. So let's see, I'm just going to paste in a bunch of random stuff here just so you can see it go in. And I'll just do this process, and now they're all in here, and now we can delete them. And all of these prompts are just CSV files, so you can make your own, you can share them with friends, you can do whatever you want with them. And that's the fun part with this. I want to make it really, really flexible. And so that's editing the content. I'm going to set to random words. We also have the time between prompts. So say maybe you're doing longer stories, you want to set it up to 5 minutes and you're just telling a 5-minute story. Or if you're doing, random word, or speed of thought exercises, you can bring it lower. So this is the time in between it switching the prompts. Can also change the session duration. So if you want to do an hour-long session, 20 minutes, 15, or if you want it to be infinite and just keep going, go for it. So, and now we'll dig into the session options. So say if you want to have something play in sequential order. So maybe you have a speech that you've imported into it and you want it to not just be randomized, you would just check this sequential order option. If you want it to give you a little count in before it starts, check that. If you want it to increase in speed between prompts every time, use the speed ramp option. It's pretty fun and challenging. If you want the song to change every prompt, you can just check this. And if not, it'll just play the song all the way through. And then, when it's finished playing, it'll just go to the next song. And if, actually, let me show you real quick. You can either have them shuffled, or if you don't shuffle them, it'll just play them in order, in sequential order. So next, on this side, we've got display and helpers. So we can toggle the tooltips off if they're bugging you. You can just turn them off. But basically, everything in here, I want to have a tooltip on it so you can just easily know exactly what you're using it for and what you're doing. So check that. Now, when you hover over things, you'll see stuff. If you want to see what the next prompt in the performance is going to be as you're performing the current one, just check that. We also have a section for modifiers. So this is things that say maybe it like adds a little extra challenge and variety to it. So it might be, you get a random word, but it's saying like, perform it like an orca whale would, or a zookeeper. I don't know. They're really interesting and it adds some fun challenge to it. We also have like helper questions. This can be really helpful in storytelling or brainstorming, or freestyling, and all sorts of types of performance. But like these are questions that'll be randomly popping up that you might ask yourself that'll give you a different perspective on the thing that you're thinking about in that way. We also have a rhyme helper dictionary in there. The way that works is if it's activated, you press the H key and it will do its best to find a word that rhymes with the one that that's currently your prompt. And then if it's a more of a phrase and less, not just a single word, it'll try and find a word that rhymes with the last word that is in that phrase. So, and also there's text to speech options. So say if you don't want to be looking at the screen, you just want to hear the prompt, you can do that. And then you can also make it so the timer waits for text to speech to finish before starting the session. So that's what you got. So I've got all of these activated, and I'm going to just show you a quick session just so we can see it. I'm going to bring the volume down just a little bit, and so you can hear me while I'm doing
3.
This. And there we go. So
2.
2.
1.
Go.
4.
And so I'm just having random words, random images. So pork, as if I have a raging toothache. That's the modifier. And then the question, ask yourself, what is my character's relationship with their father or mother? Interesting. I don't know. And
added.
So these are, totally randomized. I don't know what's going to happen with it. And then I'll show you the rhyming helper. So padded, added, shattered. There's it'll do its best to find as many as it can.
Trendle.
And then also over here we have the soundboard. So there's hotkeys for everything. So and it also comes with a bunch of sound effects. But you can press them and trigger them. It can make it really fun for streaming. For just practicing your performance. You could add in a laugh track or sound effects, scary sound effects if you're still in like scary stories or whatever it is. And then when the session ends, here's what happens. Your session is complete and you can rate it from 1 to 10. So if you want to track your progress over time and see how well you did, give yourself an honest rating. And also this can be helpful too if you're recording your sessions and just be like, oh, this was a 8 out of 10 and I want to keep that one or whatever. So I'm going to save it and there we go. And now we can click on the stats and I can see the things I've tracked so far, and we can see the average rating and see yourself grow over time. It's the tool. I mean, the idea behind making this is, make something that is really like a gym for your mind and to help you experience, thinking about things and performance and all of these different things in a new way. So, and then also you can clear out your stats if you need to. I'm going to delete them just so you can see what that looks like. And that's basically the whole program. It's a really, really, really simple program, but I want it to be super useful. And, I made this because I couldn't find anything that did this exact thing. And this is what I wanted. And I hope it's really valuable for you too. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the program and can't wait to see how you grow as a performer and everything else. So thank you and see you soon. Bye.